Today is day one of learning ways to manage stress. So, over the next 4 days, you'll be working on stress management techniques. And today, we're going to go through some of the basics of it and some definitions and what it means and how to manage stress. So, to start, we're going to start with two quotes here. It's not the load that breaks you down, it's the way you carry it, by Lou Holtz. And you can't always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. Wayne Dyer. Those will come into effect later when we talk about our responses to stress and how we let that affect us. But first, we're going to talk about some awesome words. These are going to be key words that you need to know for this stress management lesson and unit. So make sure you write these down. The first one is going to be distress. Distress is the negative stress. Okay, make sure you underline, circle that it is negative. So this negative stress causes anxiety, short and long term. It's unpleasant, it decreases performance, and it leads to mental and physical problems. Okay, so this is that negative stress that weighs on your body, can be for a long time, can be for a short period of time, but it is mostly unpleasant. So this is normally what people think of when they think of stress. Then there's eustress. This is our positive stress, which sometimes people forget about. It motivates, it's short term, it feels exciting, and it improves your performance. So if you hear people say stress is a good thing, makes you excited, helps you perform, this is the type of stress they are talking about. So distress is the negative stress, eustress is positive stress. Now we're going to go into our stress response. So how a person reacts to a stressor. First, we need to know what a stressor is. So a stressor is a perceived threat to a person. Okay, make sure you write that down. It can be in all sorts of shapes, forms, whatever it is, but it is a perceived threat to a person. So to get yourself thinking about stress in your life right now, I'm sure there's a lot of it going on in new forms with everything that's going on. There's 3 steps here. So the first one we need to identify. So identify a stressful situation or particular stressor that has occurred recently. Wonder what that could be. Okay. Number 2, reflect on your response. How did you or how might you feel and what might you think? Okay. This might have changed from the first day of distance learning to now. If our stressor is going to be distance learning, okay, it can change. And then number 3, respond. How did you or might you respond as a result of that stress? So just try to think about something in your life, quickly identify it, reflect on it, and respond. Okay, now we're going to talk about, do you have control? So I'm sure you can think of a ton of examples of things that cause you stress. You need to identify situations that you've had control over, situations you've had no control over, and understand the differences in your responses to them. So control over stressor, changing your study habits. So if one of your stressors is constantly deadlines, final projects, group projects, tests, and your way to handle it is pushing it off, procrastinating, staying up all night the night before, you technically have control over that stressor. Okay? No control over the stressor is once you're in it, you're in it. Okay, so if you're in this jam-packed street right there, there's no way out. Okay, kind of like our stay-at-home order right now. We don't really have control over what's going on out there. We're in it for the long haul. So control versus no control. Some control. You can take action or change the circumstance to help reduce the stress. So you may not have control over the amount of homework you have, but you do have control over the way that you go about getting it done. And no control. You can't change your circumstances when you don't have control, but you can always control your attitude, shift how you feel, or alter the way that you frame a situation. So again, going back to one of our first lessons and talking about the frame and how we see everything. Okay, attitude can change everything for us. So resilient, as you're aware, not everyone reacts to stressful situations the same way. Two things that affect your reactions to stress. The first one is how you view the situation or event. Think of the C corner on our frame. And the second one is your past experience and skills in handling stress. Okay, so some people, if they have an assignment due in 3 hours and they haven't started, they might freak out. Okay, some people might worry. Some might lose sleep the night before knowing the deadline's coming up. Some people might stay positive knowing that, oh, 3 hours, I got plenty of time. And some people might chill out and just get it done. Okay, know that for every situation, everyone is going to respond to that stress in a different way based on how they see it and what their frame looks like. So some different stressors that you might experience. We'll let you read those, things that stress you out. Okay, these are all things that high schoolers your age might be going through. Okay, negative responses to stress. These are very typical negative responses to stress. You can think of a time where you used at least one of these. So either you got angry or upset, you blame someone else, which we've talked about, act out with violence, ignore or avoid, pretend it's not happening, lie, use tobacco, alcohol, or other drugs, overeat or undereat, zone out on a device on TV, sleep too much, sleeping in, taking naps, staying too busy to face your problem or the situation. I think that number 11 is what I do the most when I'm stressed out, is I start to do everything and anything else that doesn't need to be done. But if I tell myself that I'm busy and I don't have time to do what's stressing me out, that's my way of handling it. Positive responses to stress. Get more information about the situation, talk about it with somebody, do something else that's relaxing, write about it, talk to people, exercise, take a break and calm down, decide what's in your control, reframe, so see it in a different lens, plan ahead, and decide on one thing you can do to handle it. Okay, you can use some of these positive responses to stress in any stressful situation that you can think of. So for today, you are going to do worksheet number 1, stressors and responses. So on this worksheet, you're going to give an example of how a person might respond positively and negatively to each stressor. A positive response would help the person handle the stress, and a negative response could make the stress worse or cause other problems for the person. So to fill these out, some positive ways to cope with stress that you could talk about: make healthy choices, get support, understand your feelings, find ways to relax, keep a sense of humor, take action when you can, resolve or eliminate the source of stress, and identify how to prevent this stress in the future. For the second worksheet, the How Do I Cope with Stress worksheet, you're going to circle at least 2 coping strategies you've used when you were stressed. Give an example of when you used the strategy and explain what you did, and rate how well it worked for you in that situation. If you haven't used any of these strategies, choose at least 2 and describe what you might use, which strategy you might use in the future. Okay, and then you're going to talk about how well that you think that it worked. So today is the end of day 1. Make sure you do the first worksheet, stressors and response, and then worksheet number 2 about how do I cope with stress. Get those turned in on Schoology by Friday.